Okay, now it's time to talk about cortisol. Yuck. Cortisol is that stress hormone that flows through our body when we start to feel stressed, when we start to feel uncertain, when our status has been threatened, when we no longer feel like we have autonomy. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say most people are feeling some cortisol right now, even if you're hiding it really well. I'm feeling it. And I'm an eternal optimist. So there are scientific ways that we know of how to get rid of the cortisol. Number one, once it's flooded through your body, it does stay for about 3 days. You can get it out of your system faster using these tips I'm about ready to share. But first of all, I just want you to remember what cortisol feels like. Do you remember maybe back in 6th grade or so when the teacher called on you and you didn't have the answer and your whole body felt like kind of hot, and that's kind of when it floods with cortisol. An embarrassing moment, or you've been caught in a lie, or somebody calls you out on something publicly. It's just a hormone, that floats throughout our brain to really protect ourselves. Now, when that's flowing through our body, we can't really think. In fact, it's like a literal thing. We can't think. The synapses do not connect. So that's kind of what we're in right now, in a time where we really need some really great creative thinking. Okay, so a couple ways to get rid of cortisol, now that we know what it is. Play really helps us get rid of cortisol. So play a game, laugh with your kids, roll around on the floor, throw a ball, right? I have a whole basket full of toys here. Those of you who I coach, you know that we have toys in the session room. It's on purpose. It's to keep your cortisol levels low. So play. Also, laugh. So if you're gonna binge watch something, it's probably not a really good idea to binge watch something dark and deep and yucky. Binge watch something funny, rewatch Seinfeld if you need to, but laugh. And as a leader, get your people laughing, get your people playing. What can you do? Send out a funny meme. So play, laugh, and exercise. So we need to move our bodies. But movement is great. I love movement. I want to move all the time. But to get rid of cortisol, you need to get your heart rate up. Almost think of it as you're burning it off. So you really need to get your heart rate up. So even if we're not going to the gym, please, heaven help us, do not cancel Orange Theory Fitness. If you're still going to the gym, please stick with that routine. But you can bang out some burpees or jog in place, whatever you need to do, but get your heart rate up and teach your people to do that as well. And now, just to show you that I know how to be funny, here's one of my favorite EOS jokes. Are you ready? This actually came from a gentleman that I love. His name is Ish. He works at Easy Bell Construction, and he told me this joke 4 years ago, and it is so cheesy, but hopefully it makes you laugh. How do you capture your target market? Here comes the punchline. You sneak up on it. Do you get it? The 3 uniques? You sneak up on it. Anyway, there you go. Hopefully it made you laugh. Hopefully you can find some laughter in your life today.